Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to make your own inventory system in less than 5 minutes using Claude AI. I recommend you watching the full video first, that way you can take a sneak peek of how things are done, and you should know that the more detail you put and provide and the more fine-tuned it is, the better the outcome will be. So stick to the end. I just want to quickly note that we are using Claude AI and we are on Opus 4.7 Extra. I am on the Max plan, but I think you're able to use this for even the basic one, depending on the complexity of your tool. The more sophisticated it is, the more tokens it's going to consume. And if you're on the free plan, it might take a couple weeks to fully finish your tool. I'm going to start by writing into Claude. I want to create an HTML-based inventory system. And an HTML file will run on your browser, either Chrome, Edge, Firefox, or Safari. And I'm going to add some additional details, such as this inventory system is for a small toy shop. It has sealed boxes with UPCs. I want to be able to scan these items into the inventory system using a scanner. And I want to be able to keep track of the product. Products will be sold to customers and shipped out. Can you please have an invoice option? And then lastly, I think this is one of the most important things. Can you interview me on anything else you are thinking of embedding or recommending? Great work. Great project. Before I start building, let me ask you some things. So since I asked it to interview me, it's going to ask some of the other options I would like this inventory system to have. And then when you scan a brand new UPC item, what should happen? Prompt me to enter the product details manually. So now it's thinking. All right, a few more questions, then I'll build it. How should sales tax work? On a fixed rate would be great. Next question, where should the data live? This is probably one of the most important things. Since this is an HTML file, it can't be used as a real database. So I'm going to select 2 manual export import buttons for backup files. And then additionally, I'm going to manually type 2, comma, and let the export import be an Excel file type, please. Have browser save automatically every minute. And this is just for fail-safe purposes. In case we did not have a chance to export it, the browser would be a backup option. So essentially, this HTML file is an Excel file reader, and it just makes everything look nice and optimized for our business needs without having to work through many tabs and many tabs within the workbook. All right, and then it might take a while. I think this one took about 5 minutes to create it. It just one-shotted it, which was pretty nice. Now that it's done perfect, building it, let me do a quick check. And I'm going to hit download to download the actual file. Then I'm going to open it. And here it's going to have a couple different options on the left side, starting with the dashboard. So we're going to try and go ahead and receive one product. I'm going to scan a pretty common item for right now. I have my barcode scanner ready. So I just scanned a Coke can and I'm just going to hit enter. So now it's asking me some details for this new item. I'm going to hit Hero 1, Action Figure 1, limited edition. So this cost me, let's say, $10. I'm going to be selling it for $15. And we're going to start with 1. And then the optional item that I requested was having a bin location. And I'm just going to put A, shelf 1, bin 2. Save this item. So here we added the product. Now, if we look at the inventory, we can see that it's here. We're going to go to settings, update the tax rate to 8%. Save settings. Then we're going to create a new cell. Scan the barcode. Hit enter. As you can see, it updates the item. We're going to quickly fill in the customer information. Just going to throw out random information here. And then we're going to hit save invoice. Everything looks good. Over here we have one that we voided earlier. And then we can go ahead and, now that the customer has paid, mark it as paid. And you can see the quantity decremented from our inventory. So we have 0 now. And we have a sold activity log. And then lastly, we're going to export this as an Excel file. And the Excel file acts like a memory card. Whenever we want to import it, we're going to put restore from backup. Here's one of the ones I built. As you can see, it has a lot of information. Accounts receivables, reorder now, there's recent activity. And pretty much it's your sandbox. Anything you can think of depending on your business type, industry, you can go ahead and, give it a try and the AI will implement it. Here, this one, I inputted an option for photos. It gets them from Google Sheets. And there's options to receive against POs, shipments with shipment numbers. You can print invoices. You can hit a button to pay. One of the important things to know is that, it's not perfect and you have to stress test it. One of the things I instructed it to do was create a stress test file, loaded with a lot of data overloaded. And I purposely prompted to try and break the tool, see if what can cause it to break. I'll share the first tool in my Patreon for free, so you guys can have that. Let me know if you guys want to see another video for testing these tools, or if you have any ideas of what tool you want me to create next, let me know and I'll create that as well. But thanks for watching and have a good day.